What's up, everyone? Welcome into the Nerding Out podcast, where we go over some video game topics, one anime review, and maybe some other nerdy topics. We'll see. We'll get into it. But thank you guys for tuning in, and let's get into the intro video. All right, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Let me play some music.
Rock intro question.
Looks like Charm City's finishing up a book. That sounds fire, bro. Can't wait till that comes out. Sounds lit. Sounds lit. Thank you, Charm City, for being here. All right. So intros. Well, we will give our links. Any announcements, if you guys have any announcements. So shout out all your links here. So I am Squall Rush, gamer, podcaster, anime enjoyer. I got a link tree for all my other accounts, whether it's like TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff, Rumble, Kick, all that stuff is on there. Hit my Buy Me a Coffee account just in case there's no donate button from wherever you're watching from. And now I'm starting to say join the Discord, as I got a couple Discords, one for like the gaming stuff and one for the podcast stuff. So if you want to be a part of the podcast, join the podcast server, Great Nimbus Debates. If you just want to talk about gaming, possibly run some games together, join the After Hours Gamers Discord. So I got two separate ones. No real new announcements. I did just post the Pokemon TCG Pocket deck video a couple days ago, so check that out. But besides that, nothing really new, I should say. Yeah, I don't really have any other new good concoctions or any new videos, so I'm just gonna be making some shorts here or there. Let's see. The intro question is social media a net positive or a net negative? How has it affected your life? Social media, honestly, I don't really like social media, to be honest, in terms of like a way to stay connected to people. You just run into people to argue with online. I feel like I've noticed more. To be honest, social media is good for promoting yourself, if anything, you know. Like, I use it more as like a platform to like grow larger on and become more known, if anything, you know. But in terms of like I don't know, like Facebook was okay at the beginning. Not even at the beginning. Like, Facebook was cool like when I worked at Facebook as a security guard, because like everybody was on Facebook over there and I was just posting goofy memes all over the place. And then like everybody was just loving like the stuff that I was posting, so I was getting like I wasn't really growing a following, but like all the like my friends and families were just like laughing at my shit all the time. So that was a fun time for me, like in social media. But like social media in general, after that stage, I just feel like I'm finding people to argue with if I'm not using it as a place to grow myself. What's up, Hernandez? Welcome in. All right. From my point of view, looks like Brittany, Seven Ninja, then Brockstrap last. Or
All right,
Nova
Brittany.
Kings.
All right. What's up, everybody? I am Nova Kings. If you ever want to follow me on any of my social media, my TikTok currently is still being in a working progress, but follow me at Shadow Nyx Cosplay. And my opinion on the question, social media has just become such a negative outcome for anybody nowadays, because everybody, like, you want to post something about like what you're working on, what your day-to-day life is, and someone has to make a negative comment and just make your day so much worse just because their life is like starting off on the bad front, and they want to make you feel horrible as well. Like, there's never a positive thing anymore except when it comes to family. That's about it. Like, again, I kind of agree with Squall. Social media is pretty much now the only way that you can keep in contact with anybody and keep up to date with them. But ever trying to post anything about what you're working on and where your life is going, somebody's got to make a negative comment or requesting you to just stop. It's stupid. It's boring. Don't know why you're doing it. And I just can't deal with that.
You know, I agree with that. Like, when I posted like one of the podcast clips of like us talking about if Weez can bring back 16 or not, like some dude was like, dude, Google is free, he can't do that. I'm like, dude, I already Googled it. Like, it said he could or possibly could or can't. And then he was like, Google is free, read it. Like, and just kept trying to argue. I'm like, bro, I already told you, I Googled it already. Google is free, look, watch. And posted like a picture and just like, and then just started like
Google
rage
is right
baiting
about everything.
He just rage baited, like just
Exactly.
posted like a bunch of like like laughing faces and pointing. I'm like, all right, bro, you're getting blocked, bro. This shit's annoying, bro.
Seriously.
Dude, AI lies.
Yeah, that's my
Google
take.
lies like all the time. I've tried Googling something from a Custom Robo, which used to be an old GameCube game, and it tried telling me that it was like a Mega Man, like one of Zero's alternate costumes. I'm like, no, that's not X-Man, or it's not Mega Man. No way. Anyways.
All right. I am the 7 Ninja 7. You can find me at 7 Ninja 7 on Rumble, GameJoel, and MeWe. This should lead you right back to my Rumble channel at 7 Ninja 7. I am a ninja connoisseur and anime connoisseur kind of person. Recently, we've been doing a lot of Assassin's Creed Shadows, where I usually just tell my ninja knowledge on the game while we're playing. And so if you're interested in that, check that out. Regardless, make sure that you drop a subscription on the Great Nimbus Debates channel. Show us some love. I greatly appreciate it. And regardless of all that, the question
Shout out your
was...
Discord.
Oh, join my Discord. All right. I was going to say that later, but I appreciate it as well. Join my Discord. It is in my description on my channel. Pretty much everywhere. You're going to find it. It's the same copy and paste every time. Regardless, join my Discord. It's the best way to keep up with me. Regardless of all that, for me, social media has been... It's kind of opened my eyes to how many chronically online people are actually out there. Like, I didn't know that was a term at one point in time, but there's a lot of chronically online people that do not know regular people. They do not talk to regular people. They only have the thoughts of people online, and it really shows. Especially if you're on Reddit. Do not go on Reddit. Do not go on Reddit. You're gonna be fighting everybody for something. It could be 1 + 1 is 2, but somehow now the sky is green. Like, I don't know. It's happened it's happened way too many times. So I've just felt like, you know what? And the amount of people that aren't even willing to try to see another side, or to try to like take a bit of what you said and try to disprove that instead of just like listening to the full thing. It's crazy. So yeah, it can be really bad. But I think there's some good spaces out there. I think like it's more about like the curation of the people that you have, but there will be a bad apple eventually.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Brockstrap55 on Rumble. I also go to YouTube, Kick, Twitch, Facebook sometimes. I'm out there, but you'll usually see me on Rumble. Any other time you see me, it's usually a special occasion, so come check me out over on that platform. And as far as social media for me, I don't know how old Nova and Ninja are, but I'm about 35. Internet started kind of exploding, I guess, accelerated pretty quickly as I grew up. So it's been a learning experience for me from the very start, really. And I remember MySpace, right? And then it eventually graduated onto Facebook, and then all the other platforms that are out there now. And I view this almost as a tool, right? To a degree, it can either advance what you're trying to build, or it can tear it down. It's almost like an omni tool, if you will. So I think it's honestly a net negative, and I'll say it's not just for people tearing other people down or building other people up. It can sensationalize something, and it can sensationalize something that's very small, that is not popular, to try and make people think that it's popular, right? I never heard so much about an anti this country or anti that country before. I've never thought that controversial topics as far as like race versus other race, right? If you ever look at what really booms on all of these platforms as far as something that's shared, it's typically a negative thing, right? If you see something silly, you're going to laugh at it, scroll on. If you see something about something that happens in your family, you're going to just kind of maybe give it a like and scroll on, right? If you see something negative that gets you feeling a certain type of way, you're almost going to just focus almost entirely on that thing. And then it shares, right? Rage, frustration, moves a person to share and try to say or do something about it. So when we're on all these platforms and you like see this thing makes you frustrated and you want to say, hey, don't do this thing, or all that really gets shared around is almost purely the negative stuff or advertisements. So I think it's probably mostly a net negative, just because of the nature and how certain objectives get pushed. But typically on the sharing, right, sharing part, outrage sells to a degree. So that, and well, one other thing sells too. But yeah, I don't see it really as I don't really see it as a positive. But yeah, like Squall was saying, it is easier to get yourself kind of known, right? If you know how to, again, it's a tool. So if you know how to use it the right way. And there were chronically online people, like Ninja said, but something else to think about too. Just people anywhere in the world that has access can mask who they are, right? And try to sell you a false bill of goods, like, oh yeah, I'm definitely part of this group also. And they'll intentionally troll. And now we also have bots to worry about too, like AI bots, or even people with, like, I'm sure you've seen videos before, maybe, of people having like just farms of like 70, 80, 90 phones in front of them and can do inputs all at the same time and make all those garbage comments. So the internet, really, social media, not really what you think it is all of the time. And that's something else I don't like so much about social media. But anyways, let's get on to the podcast.
Shout out your Discord.
Discord, Brockstrap55. Who would have thought?
Alrighty. Make sure you hit them with some follows, join the Discords, and we'll get on to the anime segment. Alright, welcome back everybody, welcome back. The anime we are going to review today is called Helluva Boss. Helluva Boss anime review. Alright, Brittany, give us a small little rundown of what this show is about.
With pleasure. So Helluva Boss is basically a show created by Vivian, who I love completely to this day, and I've met her in person at conventions before. She's an awesome person, along with Brandon Rogers, who is actually the main character and voice of Blitzo, the leader of the EMPS Corporation, which is Immediate Murder Professionals. Literally, they're hired assassins. They're hired to kill people. but they're just starting out. The whole point of this is basically looking through the eyes of Blitzo and his problems, his traumatic past, and how he have gotten his new group, who he has now called his family. Along with causing problems with royal families, causing errors with a bunch of other assassins, some succubi, the 7 deadly princes of each deadly sin, you know, that fun jazz. It is very hilarious, very charming, and also very heart-wrenching because you do feel bad for the imps. They are the runt of the litter of all the races of hell, and they're pretty much you hire them to kill somebody, you hire them to be their servant, or your punching bag.
Okay.
So yeah. That's kind of the small rundown with Helluva Boss.
All right. First impressions. What would you think of it, Seven Ninja?
All right, so I watched. I kind of know a lot about this show before I watched it, and the only reason I know a lot is because like a lot of the creators I used to watch all the time tend to talk about the show all the time. I'm not. So some of my knowledge might be conflicted with Has Been Hotel. I think they're in the same universe.
They are.
Okay, so I might be a little conflicted on that a little bit, but that's why I know a little bit. But from what I understand, this show a lot of times is about daddy issues. So take that how you will.
Yeah.
The one thing that was really very apparent to me was that Invader Zim's voice actor is in this show, and nice to hear him again.
Oh, that's where he sounds familiar.
Yeah, Moxie is Zim.
Yeah, 100%.
Was he also Daggett from the Angry Beavers?
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't seen that show in a minute.
And he was also Billy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yeah.
Oh,
that place is like off and
He's
up.
actually a really nice guy in person. I met him. He's amazing.
I imagine. It's weird how Billy's voice is like off and on from Zim that I wouldn't have put that together. I'm not sure how. But like,
Because they're two entirely different characters.
yeah. So I would say that I think the animation was pretty good. I don't think I didn't see anything that was like anything that was really choppy or anything. The animation was pretty fluid for the most part. I'd say like they did a really good job on that, especially I'm going off what I saw on YouTube. I don't know if there's any more like somewhere else, but from what I saw, it was really, really good. A lot of different themes and I'm gonna say demon lore that I know nothing about is in there, so it's something to look at. A lot of I laughed more at the absurdity of it. Like literally was episode 0. Literally the face that I've been posting all over Discord. I'm like, yo, what are you? It just got worse. It didn't stop. I'll put it like that. It didn't stop. But after like the first time, like the second and third time, it just kind of bypassed it. There's a lot of absurd things that I've laughed at in there. Is it something that I can't recommend it to everybody. And the reason I say that is like it's kind of like how I would say like there are some animes that I'd tell anyone about, Dragon Ball, Naruto. This is not one of them shows. I can't just say that. I'd be like, hey, I gotta walk.
Yeah. You gotta be careful.
I'd say they did a really, really good job on the show as a whole. Do I like it or not? I certainly want to finish it to some degree, because I want to have a better idea of what's going on. But I'd say that for me, it's not really a show that I would watch outright without being led to it by the podcast. I can say that for certain. But it's not that I hate the show. It's just not. I think the version of me that would have loved the show a lot is someone in the past. And the version of me today is like, I can see the charm in it.
Right.
Right.
Brock's rep. I believe you were next.
Yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat with Ninja there. I definitely do not know if I would go watch that. I didn't watch Has Been Hotel even when it was very much promoted. And when I saw this, I almost couldn't discern the two. I'm guessing it's the same developers, right? And
Yes, it is.
correct me if I'm wrong. They don't seem like a typical, like actually probably well-funded studio. It seems like this was almost done out of just the fun of it, right?
It was in the beginning. Like for Helluva Boss, that's what it has been. For Has Been Hotel, they were bought by a producer to make it into an actual TV show. And from what Vivzy has said, there's going to be a point where both Helluva Boss and Has Been are going to collide. And we don't know when yet, but Helluva Boss has just been kind of a work in your own like home studio kind of thing, while Has Been was done by actual producers.
Right on. So,
Yeah.
it's cool that they got the funding. I could tell that it was done with love, and especially since the episodes are shorter, because it's only YouTube exclusive, right?
Helluva Boss has been. You have to go to Amazon to watch it. Sadly,
Amazon. All right.
Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Right. So, no, but I did definitely appreciate. There was a lot of work. So I almost appreciate the work of people that are independent and not even really associated. Right. Like props to them. Because it's not just them that is doing it for the love of the project, but also everybody else that contributes.
Yep.
A lot of it is vulgar, I think, just for the sake of vulgarity. And where that can be fun sometimes, like if you have a show that's almost exclusively this one thing, it's like, okay, next scene, I see kind of the same. Next scene, so it's not. I'm not saying that the show itself is tedious, but the blueprint gets used pretty often.
Yeah.
The characters are fun. And again, like Ninja was saying, I wouldn't recommend this to everybody. You kind of need to have that sense of humor, right? Kind of like the vulgar slash. I would use a word to describe it, but I'm not sure everybody else would agree. It can get sometimes degenerate.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
And it's just like, all right, cool. I have to be in a specific mood to watch this, or I'm kind of with Ninja too, to where he said he might want to finish it. I'm not sure I do.
Well, again, the other thing is, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Because like the other thing with Helluva Boss, like both Helluva Boss and Has Been Hotel, it's really not for everybody, mainly because of the raunchiness of it. Like especially for Helluva Boss, they are constantly swearing, talking about vulgarity, sex, everything, and a lot of people that are parents don't realize that, and they accidentally let their kid watch it, and then it becomes a nightmare. And they almost made a petition trying to shut down both Helluva Boss and Has Been because of this.
Yeah. No,
So
it's definitely something you probably want to look into before you watch.
Right. There's
and
a
lot of
viewer
people don't do that anymore.
discretion advice.
Right.
For a
yeah,
reason.
Usually, no, parents are not so great at doing their homework. But anyway.
No, they look at it and think, oh, this is just a little kid show. No, it's not.
Nope.
It's really not.
something I do kind of like about this, and you know, I'm a man of faith, right? So like I already have maybe a particular view about this already, even going into it. But something it almost makes me sad, because I look at these characters partaking in this kind of behavior, and you can tell that, like, for the most part, each of them are broken, and I don't know.
100%.
They're sad.
I was waiting for y'all to pick up on that.
It doesn't seem like any of their behaviors that they're partaking in fix the underlying problem of what has caused them to be broken in the first place. And it seems like they almost would rather just partake in the instant gratification and sometimes not even feeling very gratified. And it seems like they keep going down, and instead of reversing course and trying to correct it, I would say the right way, they double down and keep going. So far in what I've seen, I've not finished the series by any means, but it seems like instead of reversing course and they double down on the bad behavior, right? I want this now kind of behavior, and it just it doesn't fix their problems, it seems like. So maybe there's character development later on in the series, I don't know, but as far as what I've seen, yeah, it's more, I feel sad, more degeneracy. I feel sad, more degeneracy. And
I did say it will pull at your heartstrings. It will.
There's right. So there's this, I mean, if any lesson can be taken from this, I think that would be it.
Exactly. Because each of the members, they've had some trauma, obviously. Especially Blitz has gone through the worst of the worst. I don't want to give full spoilers to anybody that hasn't had a chance to watch it or is planning to, but Blitz does slowly start to realize his wrongs and his problems, and does try to fix them, but it is going to take a long time because of all the stuff. And there's a thesaurus of all the stuff Blitz has done. I won't go into full detail. A thesaurus. A thesaurus.
The same thing as other things?
Thesaurus dictionary. There's a whole guidebook of all the wrongs that Blitz has done to a lot of people.
Gotcha.
And he is trying to change his ways, but all these people that he's wrong don't believe he will. And they've just accepted that. And with Moxie and Millie, they're from two different rings, actually. Millie's obviously from the Wrath ring, and Moxie is actually from the Greed ring.
Oh.
Yeah, because Moxie's father is a mob boss, while Millie is a farmer girl. She handles all assassin jobs, everything, old country style. Right. While Moxie grew up in the mob era. Poor baby. And you will feel so bad for Moxie more than you do for Blitz. It's just that bad.
Makes sense.
While Luna, the Hellhound, is actually Blitz's adopted daughter. Because some people, they'll hire Hellhounds to be their bodyguards and whatnot. Blitz didn't do that. He fully adopted Luna as a daughter, wanting to be a better parent. But the crazy part is, she's 18. you adopted a 18-year-old. But
she was 17, right? He said right before she hit the...
Yeah, 17, about to turn 18, and he adopted her right at that 17 mark. But she's learning to actually trust people. Because Hellhounds, they get put away or discarded, and nobody really wants them. And she's having a hard time of trusting anybody, let alone a parent's love. So with these main four, you will see a development, and you will learn to love them, you'll learn to feel sorry for them, and you'll even learn to accept them.
All right. My personal take on this. I'm kind of on the same boat as Brock. Since we're kind of God-fearing men, this whole setting of it being in hell and stuff was nah, something we particularly enjoyed. I mean, I don't mind the vulgarness, the sexual degeneracy and all that stuff. That stuff I kind of like. But just the whole setting of it being in hell was not my cup of tea. You put that type of humor in any other show setting, I'll be perfectly fine with it. But besides that, what's it called? there was some like points in it that I did like the fighting animation was actually like really fucking fire. Like I was like thoroughly surprised by how good the fighting animation was. And then there was like I think episode 2 or 3 had like a really good message just to be thrown out the window. Like they were like the imps were sent to go kill like an old man, while like these cherems were sent to go save the old man. And like the dude was trying to commit seppuku, and like at the end of the episode he decides like not to commit seppuku, and it's like comes to this realization life is worth living because you only get one life to live. And it's like, and then then the piano just drops on him, bro. It's just like, oh come on, bro. Like that was such
Not only did it drop on him, it was going to drop on the wrong spot and then moved itself.
Yeah, he moved over and then it followed him
right there.
I was like, oh
my.
my.
Actually, I know the episode you're talking about because that was my favorite one because it's the ending with the cherubs, the ones that are sent from heaven to try to talk him out of killing himself. Ended up being technically part of it, and the reindeer, I call him a reindeer angel because that's just what I'm seeing. He's just like, yeah, no, sorry, yeah, no, you can't come back, no. And I'm laughing the entire time just because of no, like, you can't come back. Like, you can beg, but you can't. Yes. And I just started laughing because they didn't really mean to, but I'm like, you kind of gave into it. Like, you let both egos be played, both sides of what they wanted to do, like their job, and it resulted in a death anyway. And then when they tried to blame it on the imps, they just ran off.
Really being holier than thou art, actually.
Yeah. Oh, and it was episode 4, by the way.
Oh. Yeah, so I love that.
Episode 3 was Spring Break.
So I love like the animation, like the fighting is fire. I love the little message that the old man, he came to the realization that life is worth living. Love that part. Like I don't even mind like demons and stuff being like the main characters or anything, because like Inuyasha, I actually kind of like that show. That show was cool. Those were like, but like those were like I don't know, I just felt like those were like good people, you know, like it's not like the setting is not in the hell, let's burn everything to the ground type of thing.
Right.
I think I can answer that. Because I had to like do some digging in my own self when I was younger. Like, why am I okay with this? But if this was like a Christian hell show, I'd be a bit upset about it. And I think it comes partly from the fact that it is in our culture, and also that anime demons can range from literal things that we would call demons, and then they can range into lizard men. You know, random. What would be in something like Skyrim a random person is now a demon now. So a dog.
Well, they even have different classifications too. They have yokai, and what's the other one? Like there's it's different culturally over there than it is here. From a mostly Protestant kind of viewpoint.
Oh, I can see that.
I think that's probably what's really hitting you, because like early on I was sitting there like, why am I okay with this? I shouldn't be, but I know I am. and that's kind of where I came to.
Well, you've almost become, with it being in our culture, like you said, almost as prevalent as it is, I feel like we've all become kind of almost calloused to it.
What's calloused?
Anyway, I know hardened against friction, moving kind of the wrong way. Like if it's something you're uncomfortable with, but it's almost like the amount of exposure you've had to it kind of just makes it harder to bother you the same way. Anyway, keep going, Squall. I'm sorry we keep interrupting.
No worries. Yeah. But besides all that stuff, what's called? I did like the dog girl. I thought she was pretty cool. What's called when she turned like into a human form. I thought that was pretty badass.
Oh yeah, Luna's only human form. that they keep
Mhm.
breaking every time they go to the human world because that's the only way they can go. You gotta have some disguise.
Mm.
Otherwise, you know, the deadly sin princes will find out. Oh, you broke the rules. We need to come get you.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, that kind of there's like a whole set of rules for them. Like they're not supposed to really go to the human world without some permission from their ring's leader. So in this case, because they're in Pride, they'd have to get the okay from Lucifer, which Lucifer's out of pretty much nowhere. So they ended up basically stealing a book from a powerful royal family that Blitz ends up having relations with, and steals the book. And that's how he's able to go to the human realm, but he doesn't put on a human disguise.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
So
it
yeah.
was-
Sorry, I got way too into it.
Nah, you're good. No, it was cool stuff.
You're fine.
I didn't realize it was about like broken people until like the 5th episode I watched, where they got captured and they went to like they got the whole room was filled with the truth gas or whatever, and then they just started like Moxie and Blitzo just started like going ham on each other, like, oh shit, I'm sorry. Like, well, I hate your taste in music. Well, you liked it. Oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Blah blah blah. And then like, that's when like it's just like when they kind of woke up out of the truth serum. Like, and then like Moxie says to Blitzo, "Do you remember what you first said to me when I joined?" And like it was like a real deep moment, like in between those two.
Yeah.
And then, like, and that's when I realized, okay, all right, yeah, it's like a lot deeper than just like sexual degeneracy and like vulgarness and hell and stuff like that. So, okay, that's pretty much my
Because
first
if I remember
impressions.
correctly from like an interview that Vivzy did, someone asked what changed from it just being some like snuff comedy kind of thing, because that's kind of where it was at first. And she basically said, well, I kind of wanted to give full, deeper meaning into each character, and I really wanted to like get into their trauma. And so you start learning a little bit more about every character, including the royal family that Blitz steals from, who they turn out to be old friends from their childhood. And yeah, with all of them, Blitz and Moxie have probably the worst trauma above all, besides, you know, Prince Stolas, who's the head of the royal family. His is pretty bad, but it's common in royal families for what happened to him.
Okay. Yeah.
But again, I won't go full into
like,
detail. I'm trying not to spoil, but I have a tendency to accidentally do that.
Nah, you're good. I mean, it's fine if it's a anime review.
Yeah.
What's it called? What's the royal family? They're like owls, right? Like I think I
the
know what you're talking
Goetias.
about. Yeah, like I really thought in the second episode that I watched, like when they went to the carnival, second or third episode, I can't remember. I really thought like Blitzo was gonna be the one that got the daughter out of like the little funk, and they were gonna bond together or something. Cause like,
oh yeah,
when the father talks about like, oh, you really like that clown, and then like she had like flashback of like how scary that fucking clown was, and after they got out of that flashback, both of them were like, fuck, I hate that fucking clown. Like they both like said it at the same time.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, they're gonna bond, and they're gonna like, he's the one that's gonna get her out of it, but nah, that didn't happen at all.
Nah, their view on why they hate the clown is so different. Blitz knows the clown, and Octavia, the daughter of Stolas, just did not like going to the very boring, copyrighted Lululand. She just did not like that clown.
I thought it was just frightening to her.
It was frightening for her as a kid. Blitz grew up in the circus, so he knew Fizzarali, the real Fizzarali.
Makes sense.
They were best friends growing up as children, and as they grew up, the sad part is Blitz's father was in charge of that circus, and Blitz's father was so horrible. Like, cared more about Fizzarolli, who's not even his kid, more than his own son.
Oh, damn.
And like every
Daddy
time
issues.
Fizz would do something great, he would praise him and look at Blitz like, you're just a mistake, you're an abomination, and just go away. And then
Damn.
makes Blitz go do all the dirty jobs, so he doesn't have to, because he's also lazy.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But further down the road, they kind of went their separate ways because of an incident that was technically Blitz's fault, but not on purpose. But, like, accidents happen, and that's what happened. Basically, he caused fire to the circus that ended a bunch of lives, causing Fizzarolli to be very badly damaged, losing both his arms and legs, and also causing the death of his mother by accident.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like, you gotta, like, really... Like, they talk more about it in Season 2 of Helluva Boss, and you really start to get the whole storyline of, like, Stolas' side story, more of Moxie, what happens to Stolas, and fights between Moxie and Millie and everybody else.
Okay.
But yeah, they get they get really into it in Season 2.
Okay. In terms of what I recommend it to people, honestly, in California is all about like liberals and like sexual like freedom and stuff like that here. Honestly, I think a lot of people around here would like this show.
Oh, definitely.
Like in like other states, probably not. Like the more like back then, like in my parents' time, they were more like God-fearing like individuals, so they definitely would not like this show. But like the people, like the current people in modern times, they would probably like that around here. So yeah, take it what you will. that's how I would recommend it. All right, Brittany, go ahead and give your first impressions, what you like and disliked about it.
Okay. First off, what I love about this, I love that they go into all the trauma, because that's kind of like a cleanser for me personally, because my trauma is different from their trauma. It wasn't anything crazy, but theirs, you start to see their development from what they went through and what they have matured to now, or have immatured into, in this case with Blitz. You start to really see that they're going through and healing on their own and breaking their chains from certain people and certain other problems they've been having. But the one thing I've disliked about it was the unfairness that certain races in the rings have, especially with the imps. They are the garbage of all the rings. Like, nobody cares for them. They're indisposable. They're basically, if you need to put blame on somebody, blame the imps. And that's completely unfair, because they've done nothing but try to survive. Because that's all you can do now in hell, is just survive. And you're constantly having to do something you really didn't want to do, but you don't have a choice. But I hope that I know they're going to continue with Helluva Boss. I don't know. I know they're in the works right now for Season 3. They're working on it right now. I just hope that Season 3 is the cleanser, that everybody is finally going to be happy. People are going to finally get what they deserve, especially to certain characters I really, really hate. And people can move on and try to live whatever life they have left in hell. But that's my whole take on it. I've seen Helluva Boss and all of Has-Been Hotel multiple times. I know the show inside and out.
Mhm.
It really hurts because you almost relate to some of the episodes, and you have to like really dig deep in order to really understand them and come to terms with them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Like when it comes to like a traumatized character, like a main character, I do like a traumatized character, like learning his background, seeing how he gets over it. Like if I were to compare that to like Avatar: The Last Airbender, you know, Zuko had one of the greatest character development stories ever written. Like he's like hated that guy when I first watched the show, but like by the end of like season 3, he's like probably my favorite character of the show, you know.
Right.
Squall's gonna love Berserk.
Berserk. Oh, I've seen Berserk. That show's fucked.
Oh God, no.
What's called? But like Aang, for an example, you know, Aang's like a perfect fucking human being. Like he's just always happy, has no faults whatsoever. Like he's like I don't technically love him like to the same level as Zuko, but like definitely like he just feels too perfect, you know. Like he's like nowadays like you kind of like Sokka more because he's not perfect, but he's goofy as fuck all the time. Yeah, he's awesome.
Very gay.
Yes. Thank you. Someone said it.
I'm teasing,
sorry.
obviously.
No, in my opinion, with Sokka, I always thought he was like the gay one because just how he acted, how he always like no. I'm sorry, but none of his relationships ever worked out.
Suki did.
Is that what you were saying? I was. That was me giving Squall a hard time. I didn't actually think that Sokka was gay.
No, when I first started watching Avatar, I had the feeling, but as I watched the rest of it, I'm like, no, he's just Sokka. That's
Is that a thing now for people trying to make characters a certain way? Because I feel like that's kind of odd. Like I know they push an almost unrealistic representation of gay or any LG whatever, like
part of the community.
And even people were frustrated with how My Hero ended, just because there wasn't any. And I'm like, all right, so if it's a smaller part of the population as a whole, why does it need to be in every single piece, right? So I don't know. I get that people can get the feeling, right? And you're right. Like it seemed like Sokka was kind of like just striking out with most of the chicks he was trying to get with at some point. But like, I don't know. I just thought it like things can be a thing, and I always feel like people try to. What's the right word?
Yep.
What's that?
Shipping. The shippers tend to if a friend
project was the right word I was thinking of. They try to project this certain personality to a character, and fictional.
They're trying to project every single character to be in that community. Not that there's nothing wrong with it, but they're trying too hard to make it happen, and that's not what's going to happen. Like, in my opinion, I loved how it ended. I saw the final episodes of My Hero Academia. I loved how everything ended.
Oh yeah, no, it was fantastic.
No spoilers, no spoilers. I haven't watched the last episode
even with
spoil it.
No, I will not.
Even with
I'm just
Avatar
saying I loved it.
Even with Avatar 2, like with Zuko found, I think even in not Katara. Who's the next one that took over? Korra. So even in Korra, you saw Zuko had a wife there, right? I think.
Mm-hmm.
We know that
everyone is saying it was Mai, but she's no longer around.
Right, and then Sokka had the Geisha girl, right?
Suki.
No, Sokka. According to it, Sokka wasn't in Legend of Korra. In a flashback, yes.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what I'm
But
saying.
he
yeah.
got
So-
together with Zuki at the end.
Right.
Suki,
So
her name was Suki.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard there was rumors that he might have had kids with Toph.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
because who is it? It's the older sister, the older daughter of Toph. What's her name?
She had a sister?
No. Toph did not have a sister. I meant to say daughter.
Oh.
Oh god, it's gonna drive me nuts. Let me look it up.
but anyways, yeah. So but yeah, back to Helluva Boss, I guess.
Yes,
I don't
I
even know
got
how we
so
off
off
on that
topic.
tangent.
Wait, what? What'd you say? Y'all say something to me? What?
The guy
What?
that gets off topic was saying, "Let's get back on topic."
Yes. Lynn,
I
by
did
the way,
that.
Lynn.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Lynn acts more like Sokka when you see it because she has his mannerisms. In a way, but not his quirkiness.
Right. Well, I mean, you're a summation of the
dude.
you're a summation of the 5 people around you, right? Like when you're around people enough, you kind of like pick up on some of the characteristics you like about them. So
Yes.
it could have been an exposure thing and not like a parenting or like a genetic thing. But
Yeah.
All right. Are we done here, Squall, or you want to keep going?
I don't really have too much more to say about Helluva Boss.
I might for just a second. The comedic timing was pretty good. Just some of the clips, and I'll keep this one short. I loved when Mox was drunk. That one episode they were fighting that
Mhm.
sea monster. Everything. That's the only time in the whole show that up to that point that I actually laughed out loud. I'm like, oh man, this is great. And then the other time that I kind of laughed really good was when the carnival, the Harvest Moon Carnival or whatever.
Yes.
Festival. I'm sorry. At the end, when the guy didn't get the assassin, and it was the wife of the prince, Solus, his wife,
Stella.
and she was on the phone yelling at the guy to get literally hit.
Like, make it happen.
Hit out on the right, and then he was across the table like unaware, and then the daughter was just there with the headphones, not listening to any of it. So like. It was just funny how she was just like out in the open, just saying it. I'm like,
Because Stolas and
okay.
Stella are constantly arguing with each other, and Stella just hates Stolas for no apparent reason. She's just a tormentor.
So it
And
was just
Stolas
like,
tries his best, but he's just like, I'm sorry, what are you doing? She's like, well, I'm
There
going through
was-
this. You can join me if you want. And I'm like,
right. It's just silly
oh, I hope
because
horrible
like
things.
there's parts of the show that seem like are trying to forcibly be funny that aren't to me, but then just like the little passive things they do sometimes, I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. So
Mhm.
that's the last thing I have to say about it.
Yep.
And like the parts, like dude, just like the parts that are animated just go so hard for no reason sometimes. Like after like with that phone call, like she has with the assassin guy, like get it done.
Oh,
And then like it cuts to him on the bed, and he twirls the gun
Yes.
in his hand, and it's like it looks so good the way he's twirling the gun in his hand. Like, yeah, don't worry, I will. Like, like that has no business being that hard, bro. That little scene, like
Yeah.
little visual scene there.
there is the best animation that I saw. It's in season 2 of Helluva Boss. There's gonna be a moment where Stolas and Octavia are having. Octavia's having that moment that some teenagers go through with their parents, that they say what they needed to say that they had bottled up for so long, and they kind of disown one parent to be with the other because they don't really have a choice. She kind of goes off on Stolas because in her mind, her father abandoned her and her mother. But he didn't. And he tries to explain that, and she just doesn't want to hear it. And it's hard. Because I think anyone has had that moment where you say things that you needed to say, and you just need to be alone after that.
Mhm.
And it hurts. And I felt so bad that I actually had to pause the clip and like have a moment to just sit there, have a cry, compose myself, and then finish it.
How long has it been since we were teenagers? I know for me, it's been about probably a little over about 20 years.
I still remember being a teenager. I hated being a teenager.
Let's see.
Right, it happened yesterday, and now I'm 35.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm 29. I got my teenage years. I don't want to go back.
Yeah. I hated my
My
teenage
teenage
years.
years sucked.
They were the best times of my life. I loved it.
Sounds like sarcasm.
No, no. Okay, let me rephrase that. Finding a wife, having 2 children, best years of my life right now. As a single person, teenager.
Okay.
Best time of my life.
She in the room,
Oh, so
Brock?
you're not being sarcastic. You actually meant that.
You can tell us, Brock.
she's
She in the room?
she's at work right now.
Okay.
Oh, so you actually
Oh my
meant
gosh.
like.
I wanted
What's
to
your
make
eyes? What's your eyes?
my kid was just in the screen a second ago, and I didn't want to make it sound like I'm not enjoying life now. Also, right? So like,
Right.
it's a different kind of lifestyle. So I want to make sure that I clarify in my single lifestyle. Those were the times. Then I got married, and life hasn't been bad since. Like it's fantastic.
Amen to that.
Well, I mean, I can. Are you bringing that up to see if like we can relate to the teenage daughter or something?
Well, no, it just for me it seemed like Brittany was talking about it like it was quite recent, but she said she was 29, which I mean it feels recent for me also, right? Like I get it. I just wanted to make sure that we were kind of all out of that. I wanted to gauge how far away we all were from our teenage years.
Well,
I mean, am I the youngest in this chat right now? Actually,
probably you and Ninja
I'm 29.
are probably the same age.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever said, but I think I'm gonna be real with you. I actually forgot how old I was. So I think I'm around 27 somewhere. I think I'm there.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to be
once
vague. I didn't want everybody to like dox themselves if they weren't comfortable, so I was just trying to be vague about it.
Nah, I'm good.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I mean, when it comes to like that daughter and like just not wanting to spend time with like her dad, like I can completely like understand that feeling. Like I was definitely like that when I was a teenager. Now that I'm older, I regret that type of stuff, you know.
And
Well,
it's
it's
just
funny,
the
too.
saddest part for her is she wants to have a relationship with her father. Like she wants to spend time with him. But he is constantly, by being the head of the royal family, having to deal with his craziness of a wife. And also, you know, hiding his imp lover from the world because that is very looked down upon. She thinks he abandoned her for his one chance of happiness. And he even had to take happy pills to force himself to be happy. So in her mind, he didn't love her and he was forced to take these pills to force the love. So that's what hurts her more.
Yeah.
And it is just depressing that she won't even let him explain it because she is so used to the lies, she's used to the secrets, and she's used to the anger, and she just wants to be away from it. Which I can understand that. But at some point, I'm pretty sure they're gonna reconcile, and she's gonna understand why this all happened.
Damn. Once you said that, now it's becoming more realistic than a show about demon imps, assassins, and stuff.
Well, it's interesting because I've almost lived the inverse of that, to where my parents are both teachers, so I lived with them, and then I went to the school that they worked at. And it was a small town, probably about 1,000 or so people, so our classes were small. So I ran into them at home, and if I had a problem, I couldn't escape it because I saw them at their work, which was my school. And not only did I see them at school, but my dad was my coach for 2 of the sports that I played, and also my driver's ed teacher. So it's almost like the inverse to where just the amount of time that you spend with your parents to a degree to where you're almost sick of it can almost result in the same kind of frustrations, only there is no escape. I do love my parents. I'm on good terms with both of them. And being a parent is hard. So like maybe being a parent myself, I understand the frustrations that they had. But yeah, we're on good terms now and everything. So I don't want that to sound bad.
Right.
We got a raid here.
Yep. We got a raid. Stuff Central with the raid. Yo, thank you for the raid, broski. Appreciate that. How's your stream, dog? What are you playing? We're talking about some Helluva Boss. It's would this technically be considered an anime or is it a cartoon? I feel like it's more of a cartoon than an anime.
That's a piece of art.
Yes. You know what? Yes, it's a piece of art. That's what we're gonna put it as.
'Cause I think we did like a whole rundown before on the podcast before. Oh, you playing some Minecraft? Hell yeah! How'd that go, broski? Oh, you know that the show. Yeah, so like we did like a whole rundown of like what is considered an anime versus a cartoon. Like I think like the literal definition of it is it has to be from Japan to be considered an anime. But I think we've like culturally like deciphered what is the difference between an anime and a cartoon, and it has to have like a soul, you know, the soul of an anime to be considered an anime. Because like I think me and Seven Ninja and like some other people on the podcast in the past, we would consider the Boondocks an anime, but it's technically not an anime, you know, because it's got that soul of an anime.
There's not much difference between Teen Titans and something like maybe Dragon Ball, the Z Warriors, right? To an nth degree, the stories are different, but it's mostly fighting. There is a difference between something like Apothecary Diaries and Uncle Grandpa. So sometimes that line gets a little blurred the more you get into maybe shonen type anime. But yeah, there's definitely a difference between Hanna-Barbera and TV Tokyo, right?
Yeah, like Teen Titans, Avatar: Last Airbender, I would definitely consider those animes. They definitely got the anime soul. All right. Well, anything else anyone else wants to say about Helluva Boss? Because I think this should be the tail end of it. And then we can move on to some gaming subjects.
Okay, I do have kind of like a question for all of you, based off of it.
Go for it.
If you could be in any of the Hell Rings, what would you be in?
Me, I'm a big fan of entrepreneurship, so I'm probably gonna be Greed.
Okay. Brockstrap?
Gotcha.
Ones that I typically have problems with myself are Wrath and probably Lust. Either of those two are something I'm trying to fight against. So you could place me probably on either of those.
Either one. All right. Squall?
Yeah, I was gonna say Wrath, because Wrath is kind of like the coolest, like 7 Deadly Sins anime. What's his name? The main character, I forgot his name. He was the Wrath Sin.
Melodious?
But yeah, Meliodas.
Meliodas.
Yeah, but like I actually don't really have problems with anger, to be honest. I'm probably have to go with Lust myself too.
I don't think Millie has problems with her anger. I don't think Millie has issues with. At least what I've seen on Millie, she doesn't seem to have an issue with anger.
Well, when you put Moxie in harm's way, she seems pretty angry.
Well,
but that's you know, protecting another versus like you know, base anger.
They show anger
That's
weird
her husband.
in some.
She's going to protect him.
They show anger weird in anime. Like instead of like them actually looking mad, they just like transform or have like a blank face and then just let out like a demon mode or something. That to them, that's being mad or something, you know.
Or hiss for some reason.
Right.
So
And they yell
Meliodas just transforms
hours.
into his demon form whenever he's mad, and he's just blank,
Yep.
like motionless.
I
Well,
thought
for me-
Eskimo was the main character for a long time because every time I see him, when he's in his super form, he's just him. And I was like, that's got to be the main character. It has to be.
Well, okay. So for me, I'm torn between two of my obvious of what I have problems with. It would be gluttony and sloth. I'm a huge eater, and that's always been like my biggest problem for weight issues. And I will constantly eat and eat, whether I'm happy, sad, angry, or whatever. It's my kind of constant battle. Sloth being, I'm also very, very lazy and always wanting to just not do anything. That is like my biggest. That'll probably be where I would head the most to, is either gluttony or sloth.
To be fair, I think everyone wants to be a sloth. Like,
Right.
who doesn't want to just lounge around all day and not do anything?
Well, it's almost the convenience of the world that we're able to do that now. You used to have to rely on others, and it you know, if you didn't provide for yourself, which, you know, your labor now can be tokened with money to feed yourself. But yeah, you know, before that whole system was created, either you were alive by the charity of others or of your own work. So
I hear you. To
it's almost
become
almost easy
anything
to do
in
that
life.
now.
No, I hear you. To become anything in life, you need hard work. But like, if we had the choice to either work hard and become something, or just be lazy and become something, which one would you choose?
Right. Well, no, I like to stay home and play video games too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, and you can become like an actual somebody off of that, like just being like not doing shit all day. Like,
Right.
that'd be hard to turn
Gamer
down for
gamer,
anybody.
I mean, that is a thing.
But seriously though, that would also lead me to probably becoming the way that I eat. My metabolism's still sharp because I'm active at my job, but like the way I eat, you know, if I were to do that, I would probably gain another 200 pounds and die of a heart attack before I reach 40. So there's always, no matter, like, it's difficult to fight what is unhealthy for you when you get in that kind of comfort zone, right? Yeah. But you know, either it's, and I think that it's not good on your body. You hurt to some degree, and this can be with literally anything: gluttony, lust, any of these sins are sins for a reason. Not even if you take away the religious aspect, all of these things to their extreme can be devastating to a person. So just something to consider. But yeah, everything in life is going to be hard, whether you're falling into one of the sins or you fight against the sin itself. It's one of those things, you know, choose which hard you want to take part of. They're going to be hard either way. So
that. All right. Anything else about Helluva Boss anyone wants to bring up?
No, that's pretty much it.
dipped it in the
What is
bud.
chat saying?
Stuff said he was playing some Minecraft. He hit me with the raid.
Pokeballs.
Not too much. Everyone's just saying what's up.
Working pugs.
Well, chat, if you have an anime you want to recommend for the podcast, now, but in between now and the podcast end will be a time to announce it. If you don't have a choice by then, it will be Squall's choice.
I'm gonna feature that chat. All right. Let's see. Gaming segment starts now.
Fight for the light, till the dawn first glow. Fight for the right, feel the power flow. Fight with all our might, and the truth will show.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. All right. Let's see. We were gonna go over Game Awards, and someone else brought up something else that we should go over. I really like that. Was it you, Nova Kings, that said something? Or was that you, Brock?
Besides Game Awards, I said something about QA having a. I think he's having his own Game Awards.
Military style animes.
Military.
What?
It's not really a military. It's not really a military anime, but I bet you might like it. It's called Gun Gale Online. It's kind of a.
Let's see.
It's an arms. Kind of like battle royale style anime. It's based off the spin-off of Sword Art Online. But,
yes.
Maybe season
okay,
2.
so he's seen it already. Yep. So, other than that, I'm not sure about any military style animes.
Gate comes to mind. Gate is basically like, what if modern weapons came to a fantasy, like a modern army has a gate and they're coming in with their whole army to like a medieval fantasy world, and Gate's like, that's kind of like what happens basically, and you get to see that kind of unfold, how they think they would win, what could be back and forth and what couldn't be back and forth. That's what Gate really is.
Solo leveling, the dude became his own army, basically.
That's not very army-like. Black Lagoon, Jormungand, Kanan, Gangsta. Not really. I wouldn't call Kengan Ashura army-like.
Appleseed? Have you guys heard of Appleseed?
Vinland Saga.
That show was kind of like, it's military, but it's also like they have like mechs that aren't full mechs. Like, it's not like Gundam mechs. It's more like, have you guys ever played Lost Planet 2? So think of like a mech suit that is. Think of like a lesser version of what a Titanfall mech would look like. It's more. It doesn't have the AI. It's mostly just a suit that's supposed to be practical. And so it's not going to got the full movement, but it's got that stiff kind of movement you would think a more primitive mech would have.
I wouldn't say that this one is a military one, but Code Geass was pretty cool. It was more of like strategy / different factions all vying for the power struggle with mech suits. So yeah, a lot of shooting, a lot of different militant factions kind of fighting each other. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, Vinland Saga, Zepang, Flag, and Angolmois Genko Kasenki.
I watched Gangsta. Gangsta is pretty good. 100% Gangsta is really good. I think
it's if
I'm not mistaken,
Gangsta needs a reboot.
Yeah, I like Gangsta pretty good though. I'd like it to be longer. I think I tried to read the manga and it was just it was smalled in too. So,
all right. Gamer Awards. Dude, one of you guys had a good topic earlier. I can't remember what it was for the life of me though. Good gaming topic.
Wasn't Smash. That Brock was just talking about his stream.
Alright, is there a way I can find like the Game Award announcements? Game Awards was mid.
I feel like it should be.
Oh,
it's already over, so you can. I can't find the announcements, but. Yeah. They're obscure, doesn't surprise me. You got winners up there.
Oh.
Looks
All
like
categories.
Expedition 33 got Game of the Year.
I'm not surprised. That game was good. I was watching Tuesday just play it. That game, music, gameplay, all of that was really good. Does not surprise me. Oh, this is the first time I've ever seen you at like without 1,000 tabs.
Oh, I still
What
got
is
1,000
happening,
tabs.
man?
I just pulled it off the
What?
same one.
No, try to bring us DC.
Esports, never mind. Ugh.
The real Game Awards is coming next month.
Anyway.
Why? Because it's your Game Awards, Charm City.
Yeah,
Fourth
yeah.
annual QA Gamer Awards. Yep, called it. All right. Let's see. So, Game of the Year, Expedition 33 was the winner, but the other candidates were Death Stranding 2 on the beach, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2,
Ooh, banana.
Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. RZA's in the
It was
combo
really
with
between,
HBO bringing it back. Afro Samurai. Ooh, Afro Samurai is fire.
Dude,
I like
RZA
that
needs to
show.
come back with another Man in the Iron Fist, dude. That was great. I love those. He needs to forget about Black Afro Samurai. Or Afro Samurai. I'm sorry. Bring back Afro Samurai. No, he needs.
Wow, bro.
Sorry. What did you
I read it. I read it incorrectly.
But yes,
No,
you are
he
correct.
needs to bring back Black Man of the Iron Fist. There you go.
Okay.
This fucking guy.
I'm going to say, Jesus. Okay, words.
No, I read it, and I put an L right there. His last comment with RZA. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, dude. I've never seen a white guy with an afro look good. I've only seen black dudes with afros look good.
So,
No, they do, dude. I'm
Bob Ross
dyslexic
didn't
as
count?
fuck. I promise. Have you tried out Mexican Ninja? Jesus. I'm sorry, guys.
Bob
Anyway,
Ross. has an
Bob
afro.
Ross. Maybe. It's probably what made Bob Ross Bob Ross.
Yeah.
besides, his ASMR paintings.
Michael Caine used to rob one. Well, now he's in a wheelchair. So the Bee Gees.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm going all in, guys.
I can see that.
Anyways,
This is between Clair Obscuro and Silksong, though, 100%. Hades 2, I wouldn't outright call it a cult classic, but it was a cult from what I could see. Death Stranding was riding on Kojima, and I'm not going to say the game was bad or anything. I haven't played it, but I didn't really hear anyone talking about it that much. Donkey Kong Country is a natural Nintendo game, so you know it's going to be good, but I wouldn't say it's Game of the Year. And Kingdom Come Deliverance, I would say that it was talked about, but it wasn't. I wouldn't have put it if it was a 1 out of 5. I wouldn't put it even in the 5th one. It was talked about, but it wasn't something that was like up there. Versus something like a Song and Clair Obscura, like they were up there, and it wasn't just recency bias. We're talking about like how long ago was it when Expedition 33 came out? Was that like maybe a couple months or something?
Let's
Yeah.
see.
dude, it's winning all of the awards. Are you kidding?
Dude, like
Yikes.
I feel like it's been a while, and we're still talking about it.
April.
Yes.
April this
Wait.
year.
Okay. So it's still being talked about today, even before the Game Awards. It was still being talked about how good it was. Silksong, indie developer, deserves the praise that it gets, 100%. But it doesn't surprise me that 33 took this over. But Silksong was right behind it the whole time.
Yeah.
If
I mean,
33 wasn't here, Silksong deserved it, 100%. Undeniable.
yeah. Photo
There were
says
so many
Death
good
Stranding
games
was a
that came out.
glorified walking simulator. That's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I want you to try
Uh,
out. What's that
Not
one that you're just
be
walking as a
kidding
guy
me.
and all you're doing is working his legs? What was that one? Baby steps?
I think it's Baby Step.
Yeah. Out of all the games The only games I really heard about and saw people stream was Hollow Knight Silk Song, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Expedition 33. Expedition 33 being the most I've ever heard about. Like my coworker, if if my coworkers are telling me about a game, and I'm also seeing the game being streamed online, then it's pretty much a good game. Like my coworkers have not told me about Donkey Kong Bonanza or Hollow Knight Silk Song. I've only heard about Expedition 33. And Hades 2 and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 I've never heard about at all.
I'm a bit surprised that like Arc Raiders, maybe it came too late, I don't know. But they did get nominated, so I don't know. What I can say is I'm a bit surprised that Arc Raiders wasn't higher in general. And only really got a couple of nominations, if not just one. Because community is really good on there. The game's been well praised. I don't think they've had a downhill yet. Battlefield 6 apparently has fallen off, but I don't know. I haven't played it. So I really can't say. I'm a little bit surprised Arc Raiders didn't make it up there, but I guess if we're talking about overall, maybe it didn't live up to the other two.
All right, best game direction. Expedition 33 won this one. The other ones on the list are Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, and Split Fiction. Let's see. Photop says Extraction's own 2025 for shooter games. Let's see, best game direction. Ghost of Yotei is on the list. What would you think of like Ghost of Yotei, 7 Ninja? You played that game.
I mean, it's not. I don't know if I would say it's like the tip top. I mean, I think Hades 2 kind of carries in the idea of game direction. But when I say that, I'm also saying that about 33 as well. I don't know if I would outright say that like because I don't know all of what has happened inside of 33. I really can't say. There's a lot of stuff that's still a mystery to me about 33. But with Hades 2, I feel like I understood no matter where we were going, no matter what was happening, what the direction was or what they were trying to go for. And so I think that Hades 2 kind of deserved it more. Again, I haven't even mentioned Yotei. Yotei is not a complete step up. It's when it comes to game mechanics, it's a step up. But when it comes to like Tsushima was that game. It was really, really good. And then we get the Yotei, and it feels more like I wouldn't call it just a DLC, but it's certainly not Ghost of Tsushima 2. And I think if it was to, or if it was more focused on that character, building up what they already had, it potentially could have been higher on the list.
Oh, so Yotei wasn't it, basically. That sucks. Yeah, Photop's asking, is Yotei even that good? Because he didn't see anyone streaming it.
It's also hurts that and this is going to delve into politics a little bit here, but I'm going to stop it once I get there. Is that it doesn't help that the main actor, Erica, the voice actor and the face model of Atsu, was praising Charlie Kirk's death, and that kind of like knocked it down really, really far. So you can kind of blame Erica a good deal. I knew I was going to get it anyway. That wasn't going to stop me, but like I can totally see how that would have completely thrashed its potential love for the community.
Yeah, I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima, especially the Legends mode. The Legend mode was lit. Like I'm probably gonna get Ghost of Yotei once Legend modes come out. That's gonna be a fun time. All right, best narrative. Expedition 33 wins again. Death Stranding 2 is on the list. Ghost of Yotei is on the list. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is on the list. And Silent Hill F is on the list. Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. I can't really comment on any of these games, but Photop's did say that Expedition 33 took them for an emotional ride. So that does kind of fit the bill. I don't know if Ghost of Yotei you can say I don't even think like like Ghost of Tsushima took me. Yeah, I would say Ghost of Tsushima, the story mode did kind of take me through a emotional ride. But Ghost of Yotei, you can speak on that one more, Seven Ninja.
It's more like I'd say it like this. I actually found that there were moments that had made me question why it was chosen. I won't spoil it, but there were moments in the story where I was like, why did you make this choice? Why did you do this? Why did such and such have to die? We probably could have prevented it. Why was this kid here? You know, there were moments where I was just like, I could tell that they were going this direction, and I hated that they did, because I was like, this shouldn't have happened, and there's a lot of reasons for why it shouldn't have happened. So I can kind of see why it didn't win, but I'm also aware that I personally just didn't like it. Some of the choices. There's certain things that feel like they were trying to give you a choice, but then they just straight up didn't, as if it was something that they just missed because of the deadline. I wouldn't outright say the game was completely rushed, but you can certainly tell from time to time. Now, for the rest of these games, Kingdom Come Deliverance and Clara Obscura, I'm not going to sit there and say they're open-ended. I know Kingdom Come Deliverance, to me at least, was very open-ended and a lot of choices you can go. Clara Obscura is so huge, I don't even 100% know all that is there. Like I said, I'm watching Fuse's playthrough right now, so there's a lot of mystery to that whole game that I just really don't have right now. Death Stranding feels very similar to the idea of kind of, we're seeing the son thing here, but it seems like at least in 2 there's more of a focus on, I think that's his son, and so we might be playing the route of The Last of Us with that Ellie and Joel. We might be seeing something similar to that, but 100%, I don't know enough about Death Stranding to really know. And the other one, I didn't play that. I don't have a clue what's going on there. I mean, it's a Silent Hill game, so Silent Hill.
Best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. So Expedition 33 won this one as well. Death Stranding 2 is on the list. Ghost of Yotei is also on the list. Hades 2 is on the list. And Hollow Knight Silk Song's on the list.
I think Hades should have won this. Maybe because I'm a person who likes color more. Like, these games are kind of like grounded, I guess, or they have ground like colors. But Hades 2 is a very, very colorful, very expressive game. And so vibrant would be a word I'd use as well. And so I feel like Hades 2 does a better job, at least in my eyes. I'm not going to say that it doesn't work for their settings and all that, but I really liked Hades 2 more.
Okay. I think I did see someone play this game before on Rumble. Hades 2. It looks similar to Hollow Knight a little bit, the art design.
What's Hades 2? Is that kind of like a Diablo-esque?
In fact, it's top down. And
is that the only part that was kind of similar?
It's Diablo-esque in the sense of like, you probably hit the same attack over and over, but you build up on that attack or something like that. But it's a roguelike, so you kind of have to buy in boons that buff that with each run.
Gotcha.
All right, best score in music.
Best score in music. That is very subjective. That is very subjective. Like, all of this is subjective, but music taste is a very subjective thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. Expedition 33 won that one again. Ghost of Yotei is on the list. Hades 2 is on the list. Hollow Knight Silk Song and Death Stranding 2 is also on the list. Damn, what did Expedition 33 not win? Oh, here we go. Best audio design. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. Battlefield 6 won this one. But Expedition
is that just
33,
like listening where the gunshots are and all that? Like, just kind of technical audio? Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm guessing like sound effects and stuff like that. Surround sound.
I'm surprised Ark isn't here. Because I've heard both of these games, and I'd say they're neck and neck. I'd actually say that Ark Raiders, though, has more of a ambient sound. Like, you can actually hear the individual bits inside of Ark Raiders a lot better. I'm surprised it's not up here. a game like Death Stranding, where you're constantly walking around from place to place, I'm surprised it doesn't have better sound. It should, on that basis alone.
I agree with that. Best performance. Jennifer English from Claire or Obscure Expedition 33. And all Charm City says, in all honesty, there should be a cap for how many and or what categories a game can be nominated in. Yeah, I agree with that. Give some other people some chances to win something. Like best performance awarded to an individual for voice acting, motion, and or performance capture went to Jennifer English, who was in Expedition 33. There's 2 other people on the list that were also in Expedition 33. One actor from Ghost of Yotei, one actress from Silent Hill F, and one actor from Indiana Jones: The Great Circle.
Charlie Cox, he's the new Daredevil in that Netflix series. It's cool that he's getting into voice acting on games and stuff.
Innovation in accessibility, recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help gamers be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. So Assassin's Creed is on the list, Atomfall, Doom: The Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26, and South of Midnight, with the winner being Doom: The Dark Ages. So that's got the most innovative technology in the gameplay and content. You know, I did hear a little bit about Doom. I'm surprised that this one's not more on the list. Like, someone was telling me about this. I think it was someone in my gaming Discord was talking about how the new Doom was coming out, and they were really excited about it.
I need to play the
Yeah,
other
people
ones.
don't like it. I've been hearing people do not like the new Doom. But I'm not
Really?
entirely sure why. It just looks like Doom to me. Then again, Eternal was a really fast game, and now Dark Ages kind of slowed a lot of this down. So he's like Doom itself is kind of like he's powerful, but he's like not as strong as he is in Eternal. Like it's just kind of like we came back with our old version. He's a little bit stronger. Then he goes to Eternal, and we found out that he's like basically a god. And we go back to Dark Ages, and this is like maybe before he was a god, but he was kind of becoming a god. You know, that's kind of where we are. He's not a god, but he's becoming one.
Okay. Yeah, Charm City says the Doom was really good. He's this year. He said it's worth playing. It's going to be up for his QA Game of the Year and Shooter of the Year. Alright, games for impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. Consumi Despolati? I don't know how to pronounce that. Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, South of Midnight, and Wanderstop. Never heard of any of these games, but South of Midnight won. What is this game?
I don't even know what Wanderstop is. I just clicked on it because I was like, that looks like the best to me. So I'm gonna choose it.
Oh damn, this game looks good.
Big old fish lips. Golly.
I think I did see someone play this game. Well, that's sick.
This one, games for impact?
Yes.
Impact in what degree?
For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message.
Oh, so, okay.
Maybe she's
Activist
black?
games, basically.
I don't know about activist, but maybe like in terms of like, yeah, maybe activist, like maybe pointing out something about like society or something.
Is she in? All right. Is it because she's black, or is it because it's? Can you like zoom
No,
in on
I
that picture a little more, a little better?
I
I'm
don't
trying to
think
ideal
so.
something. Ideal
This is
something.
like a whole
I would almost
fantasy
put her more
land.
native than... I mean, she might be...
Yeah, this is like a whole
Um,
fantasy land with like giant monsters and stuff.
We're gonna go with
Right.
tribal. I'm not trying not to sound racist here, but that's what it feels like I'm having to go towards. I feel like I'm having to go there. So maybe we're delving into the idea of like it's something we don't naturally like. We always see Japan, China games where they focus on their lore. Maybe Africa or Native Americans tribal lore game.
That's all right, Ninja. I know you're black too.
I'm trying my best, and I just don't know how else to say that.
So, South of Midnight is a third-person action-adventure game with platforming, combat, and puzzle elements set in a fantastical gothic version of the American Deep South, blending real folklore with a story about family trauma and discovering magical weaver powers through a unique stop-motion inspired visual style. Players control Hazel using magical hooks to fight creatures called haints, solve environmental puzzles by manipulating threads, and explore the rich mythos of the region. Yeah, I kind of remember this game. I remember watching someone stream this on Rumble. It was like very artistic.
Looked pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
You guys remember what was that? It's the Princess and the Frog. There's that guy, the villain of the whole thing. I think it's somewhat related to that. Yeah, him. I think it's somewhat related to that particular style of lore.
Okay.
Baron Samedi?
Or whatever lore. I think it's something related to that. And so we're maybe seeing the fish, the big alligator. I'm seeing something here.
Talking like Louisiana?
Sure. Like I think it's related. Like there's something with the voodoo guy that I remember. The fish, the alligator seems to be a very big thing about. There's other things too, but like I don't know enough. I'm aware of it.
I think Baron Samedi is the voodoo god, right?
You mean Marie Laveau?
Here, let me Google
Voodoo Queen?
Baron Samedi. Well, I didn't watch that movie in particular, but when you talk about voodoo, he's the only thing that comes to mind.
I just know Marie Laveau like through like historical. Like I had a phase in my teenage years of being obsessed with and all that.
He's already got a doll of us, guys. Watch it. Pick your arms, your legs, your heart.
Haitian voodoo, Louisiana voodoo, and folk Catholicism. Or Catholicism.
We're getting somewhere.
Oh, what else?
It's American South. I think it's going to be related to that.
It could be. Major spirit in the death of Haitian voodoo, known as the guardian of the dead, or trickster figure with a crude sense of humor.
It's not something I see talked about a lot. So if we're talking about impact, I think that's where they're going. It makes sense to me. Because that's not something I see all the time. Best ongoing. So what do we have here?
Yeah, best ongoing award awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Let's see. So Final Fantasy, what is that? 14? Yeah, I think that's 14. The IBA is before the letter. That's 14. If it's after the letter, it's like 16.
Yep.
Fortnite, Helldivers, Marvel Rivals. What? Why are these in there? Ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Okay.
So old games that are keeping up.
Yeah, they keep updating, adding more stuff that makes the game, makes them keep coming back. And the winner is No Man's Sky.
That isn't surprising. I don't think they've had a single miss since they've failed in the very beginning. That doesn't surprise me. Marvel Rivals is like an Overwatch game, and you either are for the changes if you're not. Helldivers, not everyone's.
I see Helldivers being very
mess with guns and stuff.
I can
For
see
the choices they
Helldivers
make.
being very, because like a lot of people keep coming back to Helldivers with all their updates.
Mm.
And then
Fortnite,
Fortnite,
I'm actually surprised Fortnite's not the choice because that game is every game.
yeah,
Like you can create a game on there. Like that's wild to me
Uh-huh.
that. Oh well, hold on. Because you can be any game and you can create any game, people may just see that as kind of the norm. It hasn't really changed anything. So therefore, if we were going to make a play at like, is it innovating at all? They may not feel that way because, well, this is Fortnite. It's always been this way.
I'm not gonna lie, I did like Fortnite bringing in like a concert here or there. That was pretty fun to play. Like when like back my old gaming buddies like told me, "Hey, you trying to go to a Kid Leroy concert on Fortnite?" I'm like, "What the hell? That sounds lame." And then like I joined it, and it was like actually kind of cool. Like the little immersiveness they did with it. Marvel Rivals, I can't
Very
really see that
first
game
one.
being ongoing content. That's got to be like they're just adding more Gooner skins to keep people around.
Did you guys hear about Deadpool?
What about him?
Yeah,
It's coming to the game.
Oh, they're adding him.
yeah,
Yep.
it's gonna be January, I believe.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, in terms of if you're comparing like Marvel Rivals to like Fortnite, like I think Marvel Rivals is only adding characters and Gooner skins. Fortnite is adding characters and new game
Gooner
modes, game modes,
they got Kim
concerts,
Kardashian now.
holiday events. You know,
Is that who that was supposed to
Very.
be?
Yeah.
What?
Seeing someone's face, and I'm like, that. I guess I should have
The
seen
very-
the post. Yeah.
Very first concert before they actually added the Party Royale concert, like actual play mode. They actually had, I think it was Marshmello did a collab with.
Mhm.
It was in the field in the middle of the top left. What's that one? It was like the top left town. Started with a P. I can't remember. It was all the way back in like the very first chapter though. It was cool because it was like the first actual like event that happened. Not like something not like they did like a scene or what a cut scene, right? And then it changed part of the map. It was like the first interactive thing that Squall was talking about. And then I think they did it again in season 2 with Travis Scott. So yeah, they were doing a few things before actually having legit concerts in Fortnite.
One thing I just remembered, apparently Kamala Harris had a whole map inside of a Fortnite. It was like a whole battle royale map.
Oh, I think I
Vote for
remember
Kamala
something
Harris
like
out there. I remember seeing that. I was like, what? She did.
Huh.
Anyway, let's not be on that topic.
All right, next subject or next best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game update patches. Baldur's Gate 3 wins. Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers, and No Man's Skies were the runner-ups.
Baldur's
Yeah, I
Gate
can see
won?
Baldur's Gate 3. What?
You mean the Democratic representative that got as many primary votes as I did?
Wait, what?
Sorry.
Yikes.
I can see Baldur's Gate 3. And I know a lot of people that still talk about Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Support?
Independent game.
Ooh, best indie game. Absolum, Ball X Pit, Blueprints. Expedition 33 is an indie game?
I think it's the only game they've had.
Hades 2
Downfall
and
Interactive.
Hollow Knight. Well, Expedition
they're certainly
33
not
won this
AAA.
one. What's up?
They're a French company. They're a French company. I don't think that they're. I wouldn't call them a AAA. I think yeah.
I couldn't tell by the mime costume and the baguette as a weapon.
Yeah, I guess it is an indie game. I mean, like when I consider it an indie game, and like I'm thinking like $5 to $15 game, maybe $20 at most.
Mhm.
I think this game costs like what 33 if you buy it off of like the discount store or whatever.
Mm. Well, yeah.
Not
go.
much to say about that. Best
Best
debut
debut
indie
indie
game.
game.
We already know who
Yeah.
won this one.
Dispatch. Look, everyone was talking about 33. That's undeniable. But we can't not mention that Dispatch, especially when it just dropped, was super talked about. So, do I think it beats Clair Obscura? No, but it certainly was a runner-up, 100%.
Oh, Charm City mentioned this game to me. This is like the superhero game, right?
It's a Telltale's type game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this game did definitely
What happened
did
to
look
Telltale's,
interesting.
man? It seemed like they were doing really good, and then they just kind of fell off and went out of business. Like, what happened there?
I think the
think-
last Borderlands game they made, and then they just failed. Failed on that one, and the one Monster Games.
I mean, well, yeah, that one was pretty bad and sad, but I think honestly after the Walking Dead Telltale, I think that was pretty much it. Like nobody else wanted to play another one anymore because the rest wouldn't live up to what Telltale was.
The joke that my wife has is that I'm a robot and I'm almost unfeeling at times. And man, the Walking Dead Telltale series, the ending, it tore me up. I think it was that one and probably Gears of War 3 were both the two that made me almost cry. Like, it was bad. Like, I wasn't even a father yet, and the Walking Dead Telltale just destroyed me, dude.
All right, best mobile game.
Oh, this ought to be good.
I voted
Destiny
for the horse
Rising,
anime.
Persona 5, The Phantom X. There's a Persona 5 mobile game?
What?
Yeah, there is.
Since when?
Yeah,
And
for
Fused Aegis
real.
was playing them for a while too.
Let me hold up a minute. Let me pull this up.
Sonic Rumble?
She's got a new game.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to download this too.
What?
Uma Musume
Gotcha game.
Pretty Derby and Wuthering Waves. That came out this year? I thought that came out last year.
Wuthering Waves has been here for a while.
Yeah.
That's on console.
Also,
Huh.
There's also an Umasume anime as well.
Uma Musume.
is it like an Idol Warrior type game
Oh,
where
it's
you
a-
get cards and upgrade your cards and
it's
stuff?
a derby with chicks instead of horses.
Like
You
you're riding
basically-
the girls, or you're
No.
controlling.
So how it works is like you train them per se. You fill up their stats, and then they go race
So it's
around the
Pokemon.
track. It's kind of like horse racing in general, but you're not pressing any buttons after after you send them to race. You're not pressing anything. You're not selecting anything.
You
They just
train
go.
them
They all
up.
have tails. Are they horse girls?
Horse girls.
They're horse
Like Neko girls.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? Playing basketball?
playing
too?
basketball.
What the fuck? I
you
gotta
have,
see
like,
this
a triple
Persona
jump
5
just now?
game.
I'm fine never touching that game.
Yeah, same.
Did I just see disgust?
Oh man, it's taking a while.
Anybody
to
else
load.
see Man with the Iron Fist? That was such a good movie. There was like 4 of them.
Hold on.
I have not. Yo, this looks like the actual game.
If you like cheesy kung fu movies, they're the best.
Nah, I haven't seen this. Is that Batista? I don't know who
This
that
is
guy
a
is.
mobile game, bro?
Oh.
I mean, so are Star Rail
I think you
Hawkeye
play
or
on
whatever,
PC.
and what's the other one? That Genshin Impact. I think you can play that on the phone too, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot of games that are great that you can play on the phone.
Is that a Gundam?
Where's the combat system at?
Like any other Persona game?
Yeah, probably. Turn-based RPGs. I'm gonna have to snag this game.
I gotcha.
Sonic Rumble. It's a fun one.
Oh, you played that one, Brock?
Yeah. Charm City or QAgamer.com. He had a community night last night with it. I played a little bit with him and his family.
Oh, nice. All right, best VR/AR. What's AR?
Augmented reality.
What does that mean?
It's like you can see what's your. So VR is you're basically in the world that they made for you. Augmented reality is like your world that you see, like, but with like Pokemon Go, right? Yeah, you can, if you don't use whatever setting they have, you can actually see the Pokemon like in your living room, right? So it's what the real world looks like, but with things thrown into it. It augments what you see for realsies.
All right, well, Alien Rogue Incursion, Arcane Age, Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR. Oh, that's sick. I didn't know they had a VR. And The Midnight Walk is the winner. Never heard of any of these games, to be honest. Best action game. Battlefield 6, Doom Dark Ages, Hades 2 is the winner. Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Oh, Hades 2 finally won something. I bet you're happy about that, Ninja.
Yeah. I think it deserves. I don't know if I'd say it outright deserves it. Like, Shinobi and Ninja Gaiden are very similar games. Doom and Battlefield and Hades are very different games. I don't know. I wouldn't put them in the same category.
Action game?
It's an action game.
I
but
mean,
I don't know if
action can look differently. It doesn't have to be like one particular style of game to be actiony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like a roguelike game is going to be a lot different compared to something like Doom and something like
Oh, for sure.
Battlefield. And so, I don't know.
Best action adventure. Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, Hollow Knight, Silk Song is the winner. Indiana Jones and The
Yeah.
Great Circle, Split Fiction. Yeah,
Hollow Knight makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that. There's nothing but fighting all over the place, and it is like a side-scrolling adventure game. Best RPG.
It's RPG.
I'm guessing this one's gonna be Expedition 33. Called it.
Mm.
It
With
would've
the
thought-
runner-ups.
Valve even up there.
Vowed, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Monster Hunter Wilds, and The Outer Worlds. That looks
Why
like the
is
dude
Outer
from
Worlds up there?
Regular Show.
A regular show?
Ops.
Ops. Yeah.
Yeah. Monster Hunter Wilds. Yeah, I heard mixed things about Monster Hunter Wilds. Like some people said it was bad, some people said it was good. What did you think of Monster Hunter Wilds, Ninja? Did you play it?
I haven't played it. I was thinking about getting it, but I decided to get Assassin's Creed Shadows first. I don't know. Monster Hunter is one of those games where like the base part, the low rank stuff is like super easy, so everyone can kind of play it whatever. But the second they get into like higher rank, everything just starts getting really, really hard, and a lot of people just drop off around that time. So I really can't say. And also we're coming off of Monster Hunter Rise, which is a lot faster of a game. But I do think Wilds might be faster than World. People want to go back to World, and I don't know.
I played the demo for World a while back, and I really enjoyed it.
All right, let's
But I think what's hurting it more is like the performance more than anything else.
Look at a couple more of these, then we'll move on. All right, best fighting game. 2XKO, Capcom Fighting Collection, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, Virtual Fighter 5, with the winner being Fatal Fury. I didn't hear too much about fighting games this year, except for that League of Legends fighting game.
I've heard of the Legacy Collection for Mortal Kombat, but like Capcom Fighting, they've been doing a lot more with that. This is more if you were in the F2C community. Like if you spent more time there, you'd probably see a lot of these games. Because I don't think like the average normie is going to see something like that, or the average casual is going to see like any of these games really pop off like that.
Oops. All right, which one do you guys want to check out next? Best family, best sim strategy, best sports racing, best multiplayer, best adaptation, most anticipated game, content creator of the year, best esports game, best esports athlete. You can't be
so that bottom row is
athlete.
completely gone for me.
What's up?
Anticipated game, you already know what that is.
Let's check it out anyways. That looks like, without
You already know what
scrolling
that
down,
is.
it looks like GTA 6.
You already
And
know what that is.
Yeah, it is Grand Theft Auto 6.
John,
007
get-
First Light, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4. Bro, this game's not going to come out for another 10 years. Why is it on the list?
How many of these are Nintendo, or how many Nintendo games are on these outside of the Mario Kart one?
Like out of all the categories we saw?
Yeah, like there's 0 Nintendo games, which is kind of disheartening.
Yeah. Don't
That
know what
probably
to tell
also
you,
got to
boss.
do with the Switch 2 just not being the most liked right now.
Kind of want to see best multiplayer. For outstanding
Arc
online
Raiders, I mean.
multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op, massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genres. Arc Raiders is the winner here. Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Peak, and Split Fiction. Oh, we finally got your Arc Raiders game, Ninja.
Yeah, I mean, Arc Raiders beating Battlefield 6 feels more of like a recency bias thing. Not to say that it doesn't deserve the win at all, but like if these two games were released at the exact same time, and I played the beta of both, I'm gonna be real. I think 6 has it. Even just for the casual gamer, they're gonna like 6 a lot more. Just because there's extraction shooters, you got something to lose on a regular basis.
Oh, I think Vodeb was talking about that, extraction shooters. Let's see. Any of these other categories you guys want to check out? Maybe
I'm
Best
good.
Family Game might have some Nintendo games. Oh, yep. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Here we go. Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction. But Donkey
I'm
Kong
kinda not
Bonanza
a big
being
fan of
the
Bonanza
winner.
being it. And that's
Was
just
that?
because it's a single player game. I kind of don't like the idea that the single player game is the family game. I mean, I
Yeah.
understand that it is kind of a family game, but when I think of family game, I'm thinking Mario Kart, Mario Party, Smash Bros. Like,
Whoa.
That's a single player
Relax there. Smash Bros.
hey.
That's a
It's a
fighting
family
game.
game.
That's a fighting game,
Listen.
bro.
You hear if you were to talk to an FGC community person, they would tell you in a heartbeat that's not a fighting game. I'm just gonna be real with you. It's somewhere in the middle. All
Where's
right.
my boy Boss Brown at? He can back me up on this.
Boss.
Boss Brown. He can back me up on this.
Them fighting words, well, them's are fighting words.
How's it fighting words?
What's a fighting game?
Super Smash Bros.
is a fighting game.
Yeah. Fighting game. Fighting / platforming.
Yeah. He's trying
Okay,
to put
Ninja,
it in
here.
party game category.
If it's not a fighting game, then what is it?
It's closer to a party game. Like when you think of a fighting game on average, because even For Honor, like I used to say like For Honor was a fighting game, but like I've seen enough people say it's not. A fighting game is usually like a one-on-one duel, by side, a side scrolling, but it's like a 1v1 kind of deal. That's what most fighting games are. Even Tekken is in this thing as well. You could say, well, yeah, you can 1v1 someone in Smash, but you can still get items in there. You can still have more than two people there.
Would you call it a fighting game if it's the Omega stage and there are no items and it's only you, your character, versus Squall and their character?
You would call it a duel, but you wouldn't call it a fighting game.
This guy.
I felt like I was fighting for my life, damn it.
Yeah, I don't normally play.
I saw you.
I don't normally play
play.
with items. Like most of the time I play, it's usually on the Omega stages 1-on-1.
Right.
And you should have seen how he's getting pieced up by Donkey Kong and Mario. Especially with that hammer. Rocco's getting pieced up.
Oh, dude, no. Yeah, I was trying to completely avoid them because the objective was to take Peach out and only Peach mattered. But yeah, Mario and Donkey Kong, man, they just kept getting in the way. The ladders kept getting in the way. Peach only ran and did nothing else but run away. I'm just like, dude, this is rough. I finally got it.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Nova Kinks? What do you think? Have you played Super Smash Bros?
I do not.
Ah, damn.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
I tried to play it, but I just never really got into it. I not like everybody else does.
That's all good.
What kind of games grab your attention?
Mostly like RPG kind of things, like customize your own character, live in that fantasy kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Like, for instance, I'm an Elder Scrolls person.
Yep.
I play Borderlands, Vampire the Masquerade, like those kind of games.
Gotcha.
All right. The next topic. This one can be considered somewhat of a pondering topic. Ash versus Yugi death battle. Did you guys watch it?
I did not.
did not.
I didn't
either.
either.
Who do you guys think
Ever since
would
Screw
win?
Attacks messed up Superman versus Goku, I've just not watched them.
Who do you guys think would win between these two? Ash versus Yugi.
Oh, Yugi for sure.
Oh, Yugi hands down.
Screw the rules. I have money.
I don't get it. I don't get why Yugi wins. He does win. Spoilers, but I just don't understand it. Like,
His monsters are just ridiculously more awesome than any Pokemon.
Mhm.
but like when you try to gauge their strength, there's no real, like, you got the card stats, but that's made up by Pegasus versus like the Pokemon stats. You can, even though they stated in this death battle, like the Pokemon in the show do not go by game rules. They go by like whatever the rules the show does, but they're still somewhat based off of the stats of the game. You like Charizard, for an example, is considered, like, if you look at his base stat total, he's considered above average, just above average. If you compare him to a Mewtwo, Charizard's gonna get washed by Mewtwo all day, every day. And in the movie, they actually showcased this. Like, Charizard got whomped by Mewtwo in the movie. He actually got whomped by Mewtwo's underling, which was another Charizard. But like when he tried to go after Mewtwo, Mewtwo just scoffed off his attack like nothing. Like, so he was basically useless.
Ash also carried around a Cosmium, which is, I think, weighing in at about a little over a metric ton. So I don't think the actual show has any like logic to go off of either.
No, you're right about
Ash's
that.
jump height is crazy. His run speed is amazing. He can throw logs at any moment.
Yeah.
Ash would put Yugi in the dirt, like if they were fighting. But they're
100%.
using their monsters.
Ash fights his own Pokemon. Ash will fight a Pokemon in a heartbeat. No problem. Like,
Yeah, Ash himself is ridiculously strong. But when you're
Ash
comparing
has
like
with Lucario, bro.
when you're comparing the Pokemon to the dual monsters themselves, it's like it doesn't make sense to me to compare them side by side. You can kind of tell how strong the Pokemon are. I can't really tell how strong the dual monsters are just based off of their attack and defense stats on the cards, you know?
I don't think they're getting attacked. Like I feel like they're on a platform and they're getting damaged by that, but I don't think they're outright getting damaged by the monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay.
Like it's not the same as like you could get killed by a Pokemon.
Cell beat both of them, so at the end of the day, Dragon Ball Z trumps both Ash and Yugi.
Well, that's
Are they not dual monsters?
there's no questioning that.
Capsule monsters.
Like, I will say, like, the effects of the cards and the trap cards and the magic cards, those make sense, like, using those in this battle, but not the attack stat and the defense stat, especially since, like, the dual monsters are one and done. If they get hit by something stronger, they're dead, they're gone, unless Monster Reborn or something, you know?
Yeah, but then you can use them again in the next battle, so are they really gone?
Well, if it's just a one-off battle, they're pretty much gone until they get used Monster Reborn.
I don't know if you haven't played since like old Yugi, but man, some of the things I see getting pulled out of the graveyard, many of these extra card effects nowadays, dude, it's crazy. I have it's called Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon, where I can actually pull out I can summon a dragon because that's my dragon deck, but his effect actually pulls a dragon out of either the deck, my hand, or a graveyard every single turn.
Oh shit.
Maybe not out of my deck, maybe out of my hand or the graveyard. But yeah, the graveyard really at this point is just another deck. Now you can remove them from play and it's harder to get them back from that, but it's something entirely different than your graveyard.
Yeah. Now see, like trap cards like Magic Cylinder, reverse like their ultimate attack back against them. That makes sense to me. Just like the dual monsters themselves battling against Pokemon doesn't make sense. Especially since they're just holograms or something, you know?
Right. Well, they are in the current state. Back in the Egyptian old days, they were actually beasts.
Yeah, see, now that would make sense, but then how do we gauge their power, you know? Like,
you don't. That's why I don't listen to Screw Attack.
Okay. Screw Attack is the people who own the YouTube channel.
They're the mediator. They get to choose based off of whatever info. Now they're always entertaining, don't get me wrong, but determining who wins a battle and apples to oranges comparison, it's solely subjective.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But you guys all agree that Yugi wins?
I would put money on it. I mean, if he actually ended up winning, I was just throwing my opinion out there, and I guess I agree with him this time. But they also had a Broly versus Hulk episode that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I saw that one. Broly smashed Hulk.
I feel like Broly would have won that regardless, but it's kind of like comic Hulk versus anime comic Hulk can get crazy. Okay,
I did like the
it's common,
Deathstroke and Deadpool.
you know,
That was a pretty good one
100%.
too.
100%.
So who do you think wins Seven Ninja between Ash and Yugi?
Ash. Again, like I think they have to be on a platform for them to even really feel the damage of the getting hit by their health points. And really they just kind of kneel over and be like, "No, I lost." So I don't think they really get damaged. But like if a Pokemon hits you, it's over. Okay, like so. Ash 100%. But then if we're talking about Ash versus Yugi, Ash can throw a whole tree if he wants to. Ash can jump great distances. Ash can chase a car down. Ash is running the fade and he's winning every time.
Yeah, Yugi's just a normal boy.
Normal, small boy. Only the Egyptian side might give him a hand, but even then, that dude's just dueling with cards.
What was that joke, King? So I made a abridged reference earlier, and you laughed at it. So I'm assuming you've seen some of it. Something about teenage boy's body. I can't remember.
Oh.
Little cerebral.
Wait. Teenage Boy's Body. Was it when we were talking about Helsing Abridged?
No, it was. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. It's made by Little Karibo.
Oh.
Maybe it was something akin to "I'm taking my grandpa's cards and my teenage boy's body home," or like something like that. I can't remember. It was something silly.
Oh.
It was the
okay,
Pharaoh
that may not have been
reference thing
me because the only jokes I was laughing really hard about was what was the Helsing ones.
Gotcha.
The Helsing Abridged.
Well, who do you think wins between those two? I think you said yours already, Nova.
Yeah, I said Yugi. Sorry, I'm kind of dealing with a chest pain now.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid what I think this is, but I'm drinking some water to kind of calm it down.
Oh yeah.
gotcha.
Help. And some deep breaths would help too.
Yeah.
Focus on the breathing. But Seven Ninja, sadly, Ash didn't win. Yugi won. Man,
Well, it's death battle. I don't trust them nowhere. Anyway,
Right.
well, DD Dub was
Same.
in my Discord trying to like talk hella shit. Oh, you Poke fanboys lose, blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, I'm not even a Pokemon fanboy, but it just doesn't make sense to me. like these are he's Ash has real Pokemon. Yugi's using hologram cards. Like that's why it doesn't make sense.
I think both of my boys might be asleep.
Oh, nice.
Nope. Okay, Jensen said he's not.
he woke him up.
Just August. Oh, gotcha. Funny. Usually, if it's quiet, it's either one or both of them.
Because they're not fighting or something.
Yep.
Well, I don't really have too much stuff to add more on to Ash versus Yugi. They did say like their reasoning why Yugi wins was because these are actually real monsters. Because like the Pharaoh has the ability to turn them into real monsters. But then that also just doesn't really make sense to me because like yeah, they are real. What are their stats? Like we can't go off of card stats that Pegasus made up. That doesn't make sense to me, you know? It's like that's his subjective stats too, like the monsters themselves, you know?
Were the stats relative to how the monsters actually fought?
I mean, it could be, but then like
Because with the Millennium Eye, he could see probably a lot of stuff that nobody else could.
okay, like all right, but then how does like Summon Skull 2500 attack, 1200 defense? How does that compare to Charizard stats? You know,
Charizard can only have a base stat total of like 600 some.
Well,
So it sounds
I think I
like
did take a
Summon
picture
Skull
of
wins
it.
there.
His base stat was, but like, yeah, like all the dual monsters have like way more base stats than all Pokemon. You know, it has to be somewhat like
Right.
an equivalent, you know, to like Pokemon. You know.
I'm not sure, man.
Well, that's just
I mean, again, their videos really are made. I mean, they try to cram as much information about everything they can in those before the fight actually starts. But I mean, at the end of the day, they're just out there making an entertaining video, you know.
yeah.
And again, it's subjective. Like, I could give you the same stats and come to a different conclusion, maybe, or like, you know, everybody's got bias too. So like, I'm not gonna say bias gets like clouds judgment by any degree, but sometimes.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. Well, in the end, they said basically, like Yugi has like Heart of the Cards, which is equivalent to Ash's. He believes in his Pokemon, you know, like so that bond between Yugi and his deck versus Ash and his Pokemon kind of like cancel each other out. But they did say that like Ash has no strategy whatsoever. It's just believe in his Pokemon. Like there was like an episode where they hooked up a machine to Ash to like rate his battle strategy or whatever, and like the machine just blew up because like his strategy did not make any sense at all.
Hey man, he ended up becoming the champion of the Galar region.
Yeah, but they did
It only
like
took him 8.
the reason
reasons.
why they gave Yugi the dub was because he's more of a strategist, which I do see. Like he like when he like explains the game to Joey like in the first season, like Joey like he goes to him like, dude, I can't win any games. And he's like, all right, let me see your deck. Looks at his deck. Joey, what the hell is this? It's nothing but monster cards. There's no magic cards. There's no trap cards. Nothing. So then like he's more like he understands like strategy and stuff like that. So that I can see. Alrighty, well I think that is it for the Nerding Out podcast, guys. We can get on to our outros. I am.
Brock, what is the outro question?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Intro. Oh man, I only thought intro.
You got this. I believe in you.
Are we doing a podcast next week?
What is next week?
It would be the 21st.
Oh yeah, probably. Be great Nimbus debates.
So I'm not going to use that question then.
Maybe we could save your question for next week. Nova Kinks, do you have an outro question? What's up, Jason or Jackson? Caught us at the tail end.
I really can't think of an outro question. I mean, I kind of already asked y'all my question on the Helluva boss stuff with the hell rings and stuff. That probably should have been the outro.
Maybe.
Probably.
Well, I will give a preview of Nerding Out, the next Nerding Out. We are, since the chat didn't come up with an anime for us, it's my turn to come up with anime. And I choose Kengan Ashura. That anime was fire, bro. If you guys like fighting animes, this is the one. Let's see. Alright, well, I will start giving my intro. Actually, let me think if I could think of an outro question. I just recently joined the channel. Do you play stuff like Roblox and stuff? Because I have a private server link. Nah, sorry. Actually, I mean, I did play Roblox once on stream. I haven't played it again since. It was like a Pokemon Roblox server thingy. Can't remember exactly what it was. It was interesting. It was interesting. Let's see. Alright, this will be my outro question. What game that did you not see on the Game Awards in any of the categories, doesn't matter what, that you wish was on in the Game Awards. Alright, I am Squall Rush, gamer, podcaster, anime enjoyer. Hit the link tree for my other platforms. Hit the Buy Me a Coffee account, just in case there's no donate button from wherever you're watching from. Hit the Discord. I got a couple of Discords, one for gaming, one for the podcast. If you want to join the private link, here you go. Alrighty, dog. No real new announcements besides that. I don't think I'll come out with any new deck videos till the new booster pack comes out in 3 days on Pokemon TCG Pocket. And the game, thank you, Charm City. Hope you have a great night as well. The game that I wanted to be on the Game Awards. I know you guys don't have to pick a certain category, but I kind of want to choose one. I thought Pokemon TCG Pocket should have been put in the best mobile game category. And that is it. Alright, Brockstrap, take it away.
Brockstrap55 on Rumble is where you can find me. I'm sometimes on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and any of those other platforms, but I only multi-stream on Wednesday for our Soul Link challenge. Where you at, Squall? Anyways, we play a little bit of that. We are on Sun and Moon right now, so we've gotten through quite a bit of them. But yeah, as far as game, there's a whole entire category I thought I was surprised that they didn't have. It would be like returning series category, right? Like Mario Kart would have been a returning series, Pokemon ZA would have been a returning series, Borderlands 4, any of those. So it's surprising to me that didn't come as an actual like group of games. So I'm biased, and I know that Pokemon ZA Legends has its faults, but I still had a really, really good time with it. I was surprised that even Borderlands or any of those didn't kind of find their ways in there.
Yeah, I'm surprised Legends ZA wasn't on there. Anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere. Like even music or any of that. It was pretty good. He's waving.
Alrighty, 7 Ninja, take it away. Oh, shout out your Discord one more time.
Looks like my summer.
Oh, Brockstrap55. Maybe I can put it here in the chat. I'll find my way back.
Yeah, I need to put your guys' links in like the description.
Oops.
Alrighty, 7 Ninja, take it away.
Alright, I am the 7Ninja7. You can find me at Game Jolt, MeWe, and Rumble. Should lead you right back to my Rumble channel. I'm anime connoisseur, ninja connoisseur, and I enjoyed this podcast. Specifically, when we were talking about, explaining Helluva Boss. I thoroughly enjoyed how Brittany explained it, everything she went through. So good job on good job, Brittany, 100%.
Thank you.
And a game that I think should be nominated at least, Cosmic Invasion, Marvel Cosmic Invasion for family game. It's a good co-op game, good 4-player. I think you could have like 2 characters per player as well. I think it deserved it. Family game.
Okay. And then here is 7 Ninjas.
Oh, and my
Discord
Discord.
server?
Check out the Discord. Best way to keep up with me. I talk about a lot of stuff in there. If you want to, you got your own art, you got your own music, or you use AIs to make your art and music, you can drop it there as well. I'm sure the community would love to see more stuff from you, besides just me. So consider coming by and dropping your stuff. Yeah.
All right.
Back to Brittany.
Kinks.
As you know, I am Nova Kings, gamer by day, vampire by night. And if you ever want to find me on the Great Nimbus Debates, you will find me at my TikTok at ShadowNextCosplay. And question. I really agree. I kind of wish Borderlands 4 and crap, what was the one we were talking about? I kind of wish Borderlands 4 would have been at least mentioned as a new upcoming like honorable mention or something like that. Honestly, I kind of wish. What is the name? I play it constantly. For mobile game, for me, I kind of wish at least Love and Deep Space was part of it or mentioned. It has been like the main mobile game I've been playing because I'm into romance games. I'm into like the heartthrob, like sexy men dating kind of games. That's kind of what I'm into on mobile games.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Reverse harem no jutsu.
Don't do it to me. Don't do that to me.
That was the most ridiculous thing to beat Kaguya with. That's so frustrating.
The fact it worked was just
right?
Insane. Like, really? I understand. I get it, but
it was like a distraction more than anything. Like it was.
You are a literal god, and a reverse harem jutsu made Naruto land a punch on you.
Yep.
It was so bizarre. It was so bizarre that it took her aback. Like, wait a minute, you hit me with this thing?
Exactly.
It was so bizarre.
It was so dumb.
I'd even call it a bizarre adventure.
At some point, I stopped watching the show and I just started reading the manga. And when that happened in the manga, I'm like,
hold up. It was that kind of moment. Like, hold a minute. Wait a minute. What?
Alrighty, well, that's everyone's links. Make sure you hit them with some follows, join the Discords, and we'll catch you guys for the next podcast. Great Nimbus Debates, the Dragon Ball one. Catch you guys later. Peace, y'all.
Later.